Dublin City's coldest, you should know this. I've been rapping like a veteran, not a novice. Different flow when I drop a track.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we go anywhere and address the hair situation, I'm just going to run a quick sponsor. Guys, this video is kindly sponsored by Honeygain. Honeygain is an application with over 2 million users, and it allows you to make small amounts of cash from the comfort of your home. Don't get it twisted, guys. This isn't going to buy you a new car. It's not going to pay for your mortgage. It's not going to pay for your rent, whatever it is you're paying. But it might be a little bit of an extra cash boost at the end of every month to, for example, pay for a subscription that you have. So if you're an Xbox player, a PlayStation player, you might be able to pay that monthly subscription. If you want to just get some food on an odd weekend, then it might be able to pay for that. So it's just small incremental cash over the month that'll help you out. The trade-off for the money that you will be making on the app is that Honeygain will use a small percentage of your unused internet connection. Now, I know you're probably thinking this sounds a little bit dodgy, and to be honest, I was the exact same way inclined when I first learned about the app. The connection that Honeygain establishes with the end user is fully encrypted and guarantees that your private information is unreachable. Again, it's not going to buy you that car, it's not going to pay your rent or your mortgage, but it will just be extra savings towards the end of the month to, like I said, go do whatever it is that you want to do. With my code on screen, you guys can collect your first $5 when you register your device. Thank you so much to Honeygain for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. Okay, now time to explain the hair situation. Basically, not really much explanation behind it other than the fact that we're self-isolating. It was starting to bother me that I hadn't had a haircut in so long. If you know me, you've been watching the channel for a while, I quite regularly get a haircut, maybe once a week in normal circumstances, but obviously that being out of the equation, and I'm not going to bother trying to get someone to cut my hair for me because it will be a mess. I figured let's just try something new. It's probably the best time to try something new because I don't technically have to be in public, really. You could probably argue this is quite public that I'm putting this video out here, but I think it's alright. It's a bit intense, but I think naturally I'm gonna have to keep toning the hair color, and it will eventually go to the more kind of bleached blonde or kind of whiter version that I'm looking for. But this is what we're rocking at the moment. I know it's a bit much. It's quite similar to my actual skin tone as well, so I was kind of worried how obvious that would be or crazy that would look, but I don't know. I think it would actually look a lot better if I didn't have these like really long sides. But I mean, yeah, figured I'd just try it. But yeah, that is obviously not what you guys are here for. As you can see, we're doing Porcupine Tree, guys. We are going to Fear of a Blank Planet actually, sorry. And we have a lyric video as well, which I found, so I'm hoping the audio quality isn't in any way, shape or form manipulated, because you never know when a video gets re-uploaded and lyrics added to it, you know, it could kind of lose out on the HD feel to the audio. But I'm sure I'll figure it out fairly quick if the audio has been tampered with in any way. And obviously the video that I'm clicking on has a fairly good like to dislike ratio, so I'd imagine there's nothing really been done, but hopefully it's a good representation of the actual lyrics. I'm not going to delve into the lyrics before I get into it anyway. Obviously I'm going to play along, listen along, and see if I can see what the concept is about. I mean, it seems self-explanatory, but I'm sure Porcupine Tree, as they always do and I always say, will have an intricate way of actually describing this. This one's going to be a little bit more interesting because I've just come off the back of doing some of Stephen Wilson's solo stuff. So again, now I've gone from Porcupine Tree to Stephen Wilson, now back to Porcupine Tree, who obviously Stephen Wilson has a huge impact on Porcupine Tree. People say he's like 90% of the band. He started the band, he was pretty much a solo artist, and then I think other members came in. So yeah, without any further ado, guys, we're going to jump in. I really fucking love this band, hence why I've been doing so many of their videos, and I will continue to do so. So keep the requests coming in and I will get to them as soon as I can, guys. And yeah, drop the video a like if you have not already, sub to the channel if you're new, and let's go. I wonder what that little excerpt was at the start. If you guys can fill me in on what that was all about. I didn't cop it anyway. If it was a reference to maybe like a film or, I don't know, an episode of something, I'm not sure, do let me know. this couldn't be more relevant right now, reading those lyrics, because I don't know about you guys, I was a big Xbox head, but now I've converted to PlayStation. Unfortunately, it was against my will. All my friends play PlayStation and I got a bit bored by playing by myself, so I had no choice but to swap platforms. But again, it's not relevant. We're digging into the concept and what he's actually talking about, and it just seems so relevant nowadays because it's literally all I've been playing is just the PlayStation. I wake up, I do my work from 9 to 5, I literally go from that, turn on the PlayStation. The only things I really do is look at a screen doing this, turn on the PlayStation, play games literally until all hours of the morning, wake up, repeat the process. Now, I'm not too hard on myself because usually I kind of get on my own back, because 1 second the doorbell's ringing. Essentially what I was trying to say is that I've just been flat out on my PlayStation lately, and it's almost like a god, what Stephen Wilson is referring to in this track, because it started with the sunlight streaming through the window, and that's just what it feels like. I feel like I just haven't left my house. Well, I pretty much haven't left my house for anything but essentials over the last month and a half or so. So this song, unintentionally, is so relevant right now. So it'll be a little bit more interesting to listen to the lyrics, and maybe some predictions were made in this, but who knows.
Finger on the switch, my mother is a bitch, my father gave up ever trying to talk to me. Don't try engaging me. The fakest of shrugs, the prescription drugs. You'll never find a person inside. My face is mothered on. Curiosity has given up on me. I'm shooting out his eyes, the pills are on the rise. How can I be sure I'm here? The pills that I've been taking confuse me.
I don't know about that one now.
Explicitly dull, rather annulled. Your mouth should be boarded up. Talking all day with nothing to say. Your shallow proclamations, all misinformation. My friend says he wants to die. He's in a band, they sound like Gold Jam. The clothes are all black, the music is clap. In school, I don't concentrate. And sex is kind of fun, but just another one of all the empty ways of using up the day. How can I be sure I'm here? The pills that I've been taking confuse me. I need to know that someone sees them. There's nothing left, I simply am not here.
Was that the chorus or like the pre-chorus? Because if it was the chorus, it's quite a funny choice of lyrics. getting that vibe again that I initially, in the anesthetized video, I got this vibe where I said it reminded me of Led Zeppelin, to which a lot of people had said maybe Drew, which is kind of debatable, because if I say and I feel that something reminds me of a band, because regardless of whether or not they actually sound like a band, I think if someone feels as though the sound that they're hearing reminds them of another band, then it can't ever be wrong. Because in the anesthetized video, I had said in small segments, don't get me wrong, small segments, that they had reminded me of Led Zeppelin. And now, again, I don't have much of an experience with Led Zeppelin either, but just from the videos that I had done with Led Zeppelin, they just brought me back to those parts, to which a lot of people had come back and said it was more so Pink Floyd that they think. But I haven't done any Pink Floyd tracks, so I wouldn't have any reason to go there, you know what I mean? Like, so it can't have reminded me of Pink Floyd, because I haven't reacted to any Pink Floyd tracks. People were saying like, oh Drew, no, that's not Led Zeppelin, that's Pink Floyd, more of a vibe you get. So I mean, maybe it is a very Pink Floyd-esque sound, but to me it was Led Zeppelin. So again, I'm getting that kind of trippy feel to it as well, which Porcupine Tree seem to be quite known for as well. But I thought I'd just bring that up. It was kind of an interesting point that people made in the anesthetized video, that they kind of had told me what I had heard, which to me didn't make any sense. But I obviously understand. Maybe they hear Led Zeppelin, they hear Pink Floyd and they're like, oh yeah, it's definitely Pink Floyd. But I said Led Zeppelin because I meant Led Zeppelin. It just gave me a Led Zeppelin vibe. So maybe they don't sound like that at all, but to me it just did sound like that. So music is very subjective, I suppose. So what more can you say?
Don't mind, feel no sun. You steal a gun to kill time. Somewhere, nowhere, you don't care. You catch the breeze, still leaves. So now
I mean, these guys don't really make bad tracks, so I mean, I don't really have anything negative to say. But from a lyrical observation, it seemed to be more so to do with, I thought it was going to go down the route of like the reliance of people these days on technology and gaming, the way you kind of opened it up, but it seemed more kind of a reliance on substances, kind of psychedelic substances. That's what I got from it, especially with the actual musical instrument side of things. It was definitely a kind of trippy experience. These guys just don't really make bad music from what I've heard thus far, and I can't really imagine there being like a U-turn all of a sudden where I'm like, what is this I'm listening to? I just don't see it happening. Anything Steven Wilson seems to touch, and the rest of the band, I think the drummer's called Gavin Harrison as well, he had some good moments in that as well. Apologies if it's not Gavin Harrison, I'm 99% certain it is, because I've seen a good few comments, but I think he's got some solo stuff as well to check out. So I mean, it's probably all going to come down the line. So guys, if you do look forward to seeing more Porcupine Tree reactions, more Gavin Harrison, I should probably check that, but I won't waste any more time. The video's been long enough as it is. I will do it after, but and obviously some Steven Wilson solo work as well. Then do stick around, guys. Do sub to the channel. Please do drop a like on this video if you do want to see more Porcupine Tree. So yeah, that is going to be me for the video, guys. Thank yous as always. Thank you to our sponsor for this video as well. Thank yous as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Cheers.